Today on Cabal Casts, we are in Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath, and this is my very first VOD in however many years I've casted. So we are going to be casting this game. It's between Angelie as Purple Nod versus Agr3ss1vePanda as the green Zocom. So here we go on Tournament Rift. This is not 1.02 plus, this is 1.02, so apparently Angelie doesn't like playing on the 1.2 plus patch. And this is her, or him, or whatever, playing as the Purple Nod. And then scroll over here on the left side of the map, we see that Agr3ss1vePanda is playing as the green Zocom. So green color, classic color of my buddy's Technique, and Ipone knew he used to play this game. Technique still does. Agr3ss1vePanda starts out with 2 rifleman squads going straight down the guts. Angelie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holy cow, 7 militant squads? Are you serious? That's a lot of money for militant squads. So she's going to go down the center of this as well. She's going to meet up with Agr3ss1vePanda's rifleman squads, and rifleman squad's obviously going to win on a 2-on-2 battle. And taking a little bit of damage. That rifleman squad is damaged pretty heavily, so he's going to retreat back, and Angelie's going to follow soon after. The rifleman squad down here from Agr3ss1vePanda is destroying the rifleman squad here, or the militant squads. Actually, no, the militant squads have been destroyed. Wow, that's very bad. And we see here that Agr3ss1vePanda has his rifleman squads. They're not scouting Angelie's base, and Angelie, meanwhile, is going for bikes. She kept her hand of Nod, which is quite interesting. Going for some bikers now, and bikers are pretty good. Agr3ss1vePanda has his harvester out, second harvester, second more factory. Rifleman squad destroys the militant squads. Angelie, meanwhile, takes the Agr3ss1 bunkers down here, both of them. Nobody went for the bottom spikes, which is not too bad. 3 bikes from Angelie going to coming straight through this area right here, and they're going to be going for some harvester hunting. Does Agr3ss1vePanda have his second refinery out? No, he does not. He's going to get it out in a couple seconds here, but he doesn't know that there's 3 bikes coming in towards his base, and they're going to do some harvester hunting. And Agr3ss1vePanda is retreating back to the war factory to get some repairs. Bikes shouldn't destroy any of the harvesters, and 1 bike goes down to the rocket harvesters. Rocket harvesters are good against bikes. Well, sort of good against bikes. I mean, they're not as good as rocket militants, but they're still good. Pitbull's coming in, destroys those bikes, so Angelie's bike attack didn't really do all that much damage. Agr3ss1vePanda is coming into the north here with a single rifleman squad that's heavily damaged. And she only has 1 refinery out, so she's going to go for, another harvester. So she's at 3-1, whereas Agr3ss1vePanda is at 3-2, so he's getting a little bit more money than Angelie is. By the way, this replay is jumped in the popular replays tab as 5 wubs, so I'm expecting something I'm expecting something good here. And holy cow, what is this, an engineer from Angelie? Really? Oh, she was going to go capture something, maybe a construction or sea. And this is what Angelie does. I mean, she plays a little bit of red zone too, so she likes to go to the engineer has been destroyed. What Angelie likes to do is she likes to go for like engineers and just like catch his opponent by surprise. Oh wow, she did take the terminal spikes. That's pretty good. So she's at 3 spikes to Agr3ss1vePanda's 1 spike. So that's why she didn't place another refinery, because she was low on cash and she went for 3 saboteurs. But she was going to go for 4 shoes. She was going to capture the tip spike, no question about it. Agr3ss1vePanda's at his expansion. He's getting his 3rd refinery up. He's at 5-2 now, which is the proper ratio, and he's been attacking this buggy with his pit bulls. And the buggy's going to go back to base. Meanwhile, Angelie's still on 1 refinery with 3 harvesters. She needs to definitely get some more harvesters. She's way behind in economy. She needs to place another refinery, and she does. So she's at 4-2. But meanwhile, Agr3ss1vePanda has placed his refinery at the expansion field. And what's going on there? It's militant rocket squads at the Tiberian field, where Angelie is going to be going for some blue tip, and blue tip is very, very good. It skyrockets your resources, and that's what Angelie needs. She needs to skyrocket her resources. Actually, I think, yeah, that harvester has already been to the blue tip, so she's been spending money on harvesters. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, and she's built a 6th one. I'm not sure what happened to that harvester. Maybe it just was a little glitch. Meanwhile, Agr3ss1vePanda is going to go for some pit bulls. He's going for some pit bulls and place on another refinery, so he is skyrocketing in the economy. Meanwhile, Angelie finally packs up her MCV and places down a tier 2 operations center. And she's going to go down to the south now to expand, and she's also getting the pit core upgrades here for the power plant. So she's a blue gold power now, but she's really got to get her economy back up and running. Yes, she has blue tip, but she needs to expand now. And it looks like she's going the long way around. She's not all the power. The MCV is doing a little bit of a dance. That's nice. Pit Bulls by Agg3ss1 Panda, 4 right here, and looks like 3 and 2 on this field, and 5 and 2 in this field. The Buggy is doing some very good scouting for Angelie to see what Agg3ss1 Panda has, but those rocket harvesters, oh no, one more rocket shot, destroy the Buggy. Oh no, that's not good. Second MCV now from Agg3ss1 Panda, so it looks like he's going to go for the classic 2 base push Sonic emitters, Marv, for Zocon that they love to do. Meanwhile, speaking of which, I forgot that Angelie has those 2 tip spikes under her control, so she has 3. So maybe it could be even, but we see bikes down here from Angelie. Looks like the surprise attack, but those pit bulls are on point and destroying all of those attack bikes, so Angelie cannot do any more harvester harassment. Meanwhile, Angelie has placed her MCV in a very peculiar position, right beside the tip spike here, and is going to go for some tier 1.5 with Confessor Leaders and Tib Infusion. Hey man, what's this? Oh, it's Rocket Reckoners. Rocket Reckoners. This is classic Unleashed style gaming. Unleashed used to love to do Reckoner Rocket, which works pretty well. He also has a bunch of infantry here. Now, those infantry do have the Confessor Leaders, and she's probably going to go for the yes, she's going to go for the Tip Infusion, which will increase its infantry. And the Reckoner here has been deployed, has rockets right here, so that's going to destroy those pit bulls, no problems. And Agg3ss1 Panda, meanwhile, is preparing for the assault. He's got his tier 2 and his tier 3 up, so we're going to see some Sonic emitters, and we do see some more reference squads with AP ammo watchtowers. That's very nice. Construction yard here. This is the second one from Agg3ss1 Panda. Place a barracks down here. He see the tier 4 reclamator hub, so he's going to go for a Marv attack. And we do see here that Angelie has got down the rocket Sonic emitter rockets. But the Sonic emitter now is going to do some work now, and more infantry is pouring into the Reckoners now, but we do see they're doing a little bit of damage. Agg3ss1 Panda managed to save a couple of his harvesters. The Marv is out and about. We do see more Reckoners here, so more problems here for Agg3ss1 Panda. Just with these rocket Reckoners, you won't be able to harvest any Tiberium on this field at all, because of these Reckoners here are just going to cause some problems. What's happening over there? A single pit bull is doing some damage here. Now Angelie has 2 refiners in as well. He's placing down a laser tower. What for? Both towers are down. Back over here, we see that those 2 Reckoners are causing problems for Agg3ss1 Panda, because he's not going to be able to harvest on this field. But I don't think he cares, as he's got harvesting Tiberium on this field here, and looks like his Marv is out. We see, what do we see right here? We see the 3 Zone Raider squads and a single engineer pad. So that's going to be a very powerful Marv. Agg3ss1 Panda has all these rockets here. They don't have the Tiberium field suits, so they're just going to be exposed to Tiberium. And we see that the Confessor Leaders are doing some damage to the missile squads here, selling off the barracks. Because you think he had enough of the rocket squads, but you don't think it's going to be enough. Those Reckoners are very, very powerful. What has Angelie been doing? Well, she's been going for some Venoms now, and they don't have the lasers yet, but he has a small contingent of Scorpion tanks with the rocket militants, so that's very good. She's going to do maybe some harvester harassment, quick attacks. That's what the Brotherhood not really have to do. Harvesting this Tiberian field here from Agg3ss1 Panda with the Marv, just getting some more cash and selling off one of the refineries here. Sonic emitters, just keeping those Reckoners at bay. But the Scorpion tanks are up above. Oh, looks like, oh no, those harvesters are going to get crushed. Oh no, one harvester goes down, and I think Agg3ss1 Panda was going to be very happy about that. We see another small contingent of rocket militants, and the Marv is going to be showing its backside that's been destroyed. The backside is going to be destroyed, and it looks like it's in their continued attacks. Scorpion tanks now moving to the top half of the base. The Marv switches around, and those Marv is doing pretty good work. There's also some sniper teams here from Agg3ss1 Panda, which is a very good idea. Sniper teams against Confessor Leaders is good. Scorpion tanks here from Angelie doing some harvester harassment. They're going to destroy one single harvester. They're probably going to get another one, forcing south a couple of these structures here. These Reckoners here are not doing too much. Agg3ss1 Panda is still harvesting off this Tiberian field right here. Meanwhile, back up through, these Venoms now are going to be causing Agg3ss1 Panda a little bit of problems, but not too much. These missile squads now, finally, they have the Tib field suits and an airfield here, so I'm expecting to see some Firehawks. Firehawks are going to be very good. The Scorpion tanks have snuck into the backside of the base here, and we do see a Tib Catalyst missile, and oh, destroys the refinery. There's a couple of refineries, and now the double punch with the Tib Vane. Oh, Tib Vane is just merciless. They destroyed a lot of the Tiberium on this field here, and that's causing Agg3ss1 Panda some big problems now. But the Reckoners here are still doing, they're still keeping Agr3ss1vePanda Panda from harvesting this Tibetan field. Meanwhile, that Sonic Emitter destroyed the small contingent of Scorpion tanks. That Marv is still going, and these Harvesters, for some reason, are going down to this Tibetan field right here. I don't know why they're not doing that, but yeah, it looks like the Tib Catalyst missile has been launched, so the Tib chemical plant is right there. So another harvester or refinery has been placed here by Agr3ss1vePanda Panda, and now Panda is actually kind of hurting now. He hasn't harvested this whole Tibetan field yet because of these Reckoners. So he needs to think of something fast. He needs to get more economy going. He has 2 and 1 up on this field here. He's got nothing on this field here, and he just sold off his refinery up here. So his harvester is not doing too good. But then at the same time now, the Marv is going through Angelie's base, and that Marv is on Aggressive stance. I think he's just on force, and he meets up a bunch of infantry. Now those infantry can overwhelm the Marv for sure. Redeemer Engineering Facility here from Angelie sells it off for what? Well, that must have been for mine drop. That's probably what it was, for mine drop. And the Marv is veteran. Marv is veteran, destroying a couple of those mines as well. I wonder why Angelie sold that Redeemer Engineering Facility for. Well, she has economy down in this field here. I don't know why she sold it. But now that Marv is going to be taking destroying that War Factory. Those Blackhand are just so resilient to anything the Marv has. Meanwhile, what is Agr3ss1vePanda doing? Yep, he's going for Firehawks. Doesn't have any of the Stratofighter or the ceramic armor yet. Oh, Vertigo Bombers. That's a very, very good choice there by Angelie, going for some Vertigo Bombers. That Marv is still doing the damage, firing them on that Agr3ss1vePanda. That Marv needs to retreat because those rocket militants can't destroy the Marv, and I think Agr3ss1vePanda got a little too antsy, and then now another bomb by the Vertigo Bombers are slowly picking up that Marv apart. This is not what Agr3ss1vePanda needs. He needs APCs. Oh, and that's one single shot by the Obelisk of Light destroys that Marv. Oh. Agr3ss1vePanda cannot be too happy about that. Redemption support power is launched by Angelie, and here comes the Awakened Squads, which is normally on the Kane units. But the Redemption support power is doing pretty good. Those Awakened Squads are being destroyed. They're destroying a lot of militant squads here from Agr3ss1vePanda, and even though Redemption support power is like such an underused power, and even more militant squads now are being built up by Angelie. What's that? More infantry squads here from Agr3ss1vePanda destroying that Reckoner. Agr3ss1vePanda really needs to another have a refinery on this field here. He needs more economy. Angelie is fine. Tier 3 for her. And the Redemption support power looks like has been neutralized. What's that? Oh, the Firehawks now. Firehawks, do they have ceramic? They do have ceramic. And another Redeemer Engineering, or excuse me, another Reclamator hub has been placed. So another Marv is on the cards here for Agr3ss1vePanda. Triple refinery now, refinery for Agr3ss1vePanda with 4 harvesters. So that's very good. He's getting back his economy. But I think Agr3ss1vePanda, he needs a couple more refineries on this field here. Because look at this. He has a lot of Tiberium here. And that's exactly what he needs. More infantry forces here from Angelie. And it looks like more Vertigo Bombers. Vertigo Bombers, if Angelie was smart, he would be firing those verticals on that Harvester. And he does. And oh, look, that Harvester's glitched. I keep forgetting this is not 1.02 plus. This is 1.02. So everything is glitched. Predator tanks for Zolcom are glitched. Sniper teams are back out from Agr3ss1vePanda, and now here comes the wall of watchtowers here, and hopefully they'll do a lot of damage. But no, another Venom has been placed, and immediately takes out by the Firehawks. No troubles there. Those sniper teams are going to be just slowly sniping off this entire contingent of forces. Meanwhile, what has Angelie been doing? She's placed down a disruption tower, and she's going for some vertigos, like I said. Destroying all those Venoms so that the stealth can't see the sniper teams. All the Venoms! All the Venoms! All the Vertigos! Oh, one Vertigo goes down. 2 Vertigos might go down. Oh, that's so not good. I guess the scan was there for Agr3ss1vePanda and then just scanned it. Oh, we have a beacon here. What's the beacon? Is it a Tib Vane? Is it a Tib Vapor Bomb? And it did! All those infantry forces saved Agr3ss1vePanda's base from sure destruction. That was definitely going to happen. Bikes here from Angelie. Is she going for any upgrades? Nope, no lasers, no tib core, nothing. So she's just focusing on this infantry forces. And oh, stealth tanks. Are these cloaked? Flame tanks? Oh, it's not stealth. Are these cloaked flame tanks? I can't tell. Are these cloaked? No, they look like they're not cloaked. So Agg3ss1 Panda can't see them. One of the tip spikes have been destroyed. So Agg3ss1 Panda is going to have to do something about this. 3 flame tanks coming towards his base. And this whole area is defenseless. Nothing built out of the construction base, nothing built out of that construction. So this base is completely destroyed. Is going to be completely destroyed. And Angelie is just, yeah, that's not good. And holy cow, that's a lot of militant forces. Not a lot of rocket squads, but mostly just militant infantry squads destroying these watchtowers. And look at this. It's flame tank time, barbecue time for Agg3ss1 Panda. Tier 1, Tier 2, construction yard, power plants, tech center has all been destroyed. So now Agg3ss1 Panda is back to Tier 1. Sniper teams are coming in, slowly taking off these infantry forces. And oh, vertical bombers, more vertical bombers have been destroyed. Oh no, that's not good. Firehawk's doing wonders for Agg3ss1 Panda right now, but his entire base has just been barbecued by these flame tanks, and hopefully he's got some answers. He's got hammerheads. Hammerhead will take a while for them to destroy. Random Force is standing right there. Just getting repairs from his Recommended Hub. I'm not sure if the Marv is going to come out. I don't think it might. But yeah, these Firehawks now are just flying over the place. They can't see anything because everything's stealth. Oh, I guess, yeah, the Angelie lost his Disruption Tower. Oh no, the Flame Tears are coming in, and oh, nice pack up at the UCV by Agg3ss1 Panda, but this airfield might go down, and it goes down, and oh no, those Firehawks going to be flying over the place. Agg3ss1 Panda needs a comm center, and he needs an airfield to save his Firehawks, because they're burning up. That one's not burning up. Oh, I guess not burning up. That was not burning up. That was not burning up. Oh, that one's burning up, and this one is burning up. So 2 out of the 4 are burning up. So he needs a comm center, but he needs it now, or else he's going to lose 2 Firehawks. The Recommend Hub is not building a Marv, it's just building more Harvesters, and I think Agg3ss1 Panda is in trouble because Angelie is just building bikes, and I'm surprised she hasn't gone for the tip core yet. Oh no, here comes the tidbit. Oh my goodness, there goes 4 Harvesters. Oh, that's just disastrous for Agg3ss1 Panda. And those bikes are coming in, and there comes a sell-off now of the the refineries, and I think Agg3ss1 Panda might be out of it. He sold everything except for the Reclamator Hub, so I think he might be out of this. Airplane coming in, that was probably a tip vapor bomb. And yeah, I guess Agg3ss1 Panda is just pulling all his forces in. Q moved. He's not building anything. I don't think he has enough money. Let's check. Angelie's 27 and Agg3ss1 Panda. Nope, he doesn't. I don't think he has enough money. I think he might be done, but we'll see. He's moving closer and closer to the field. I would suggest he would, if he had enough Tiberium, he would probably go for this Tiberium field because it's much safer. But then again, he does have a Reclamator Hub. It's trying to build something, and it might be a Reclamator.
Insufficient funds.
It might be a Marv. If it's a Marv, he might have enough because he has a tip spike. That's right, he has a tip spike, so he might have enough. But what has Angelie got planned for him? He's got a single Vertigo Venom, more infantry forces. Does he have any flame tanks around the map? Nope. She's sending all those Harvesters to the empty green Tiberium field, which is over there. She's been rocking 2 spikes now for a long time, so she's been doing pretty good. She's still got 2 and 4 up here, which is very nice. And there is the Marv, and he's going to fill it with one single Rifleman squad, a sniper team, an engineer, sniper team, Rifleman squad, and a Venom squad. That's right. Looks like this is, I don't think he has enough money, so yeah, he's just trying to build up as many forces as possibly can. This Marv is the savior. If that Marv goes down, then it's GG for Agg3ss1 Panda. So let's see, here comes the big battle. Militant squads versus rocket squads, and those Venoms are just tearing everything apart. I don't think Agg3ss1 Panda has anything to speak of to take these things out. If you put rockets in that Marv, that would have been great. I don't think he has that money to do that. So those Firehawks are going to be destroyed. That Marv is the only savior for Agg3ss1 Panda, and I don't think he might be able to do it because I don't know how good Angelie is. So maybe if Agg3ss1 Panda's micro is spot on, this Marv can be the savior of this whole thing. We'll see what happens. He's destroying this Garrison structure, which should have been destroyed in the first place. That Venom now, those Venoms are just slowly doing work on that Marv. Small contingent of infantry coming up from the north here. And the Marv is retreating now. Oh no, those Vertigo Bombers, and the Marv now is back to about 70%. shut up. My phone is just being an asshole. This Marv is taking huge damage. Those Venoms now are just doing work. And I think Agr3ss1vePanda, yeah, can you stop his Marv because I don't think he can escape from any of this stuff. The redemption support power has been placed and those weakened squads should be firing off their EMP blasts. I don't think they are. And the Marv is almost destroyed. It's going to be very, very close to being destroyed. And the last of the rocket squads will take it out. There we go. Heroic Venom. And that's the game. Agr3ss1vePanda has been defeated. So not too bad of a game for 1.02 plus. No, it's not 1.2 plus, it's 1.02. So yeah, that was an okay game, I guess. Skip all the stuff. So here's the units graph. Obviously, Angelie's been rocking all the units this entire game. For those Confessor leaders and those military squads, everything. Structures here favors Angelie again. And for a little while there for the resources, it seems like Agr3ss1vePanda was a little bit ahead there for economy, and then was even there. And then after around the 9-minute mark, Agr3ss1vePanda is going economy, but it's always Angelie for the remainder of the game's stats. It was 0.5 kill death ratio to Angelie, and Agr3ss1vePanda 2.87. Resource gather 167,000 to Angelie, and 181,000. No, 1188,000. So it was like Agr3ss1vePanda has got, yep, about $80,000 more. Angelie's got $80,000 more than Agr3ss1vePanda. Okay, so there's your game on Tournament Rift, and I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys on next time.